From the Cronkite Studios in downtown Phoenix, this is Cronkite News.
Protesters gathered outside of the courthouse where a federal judge held a hearing to determine the fate of Maricopa County Sheriff Joe Arpaio. We show you scenes from the protest.
Even one case counts as an outbreak for us. Having 11 cases in our state is a really big deal.
Health officials confirmed 11 people throughout the valley are infected with measles. What you can do to protect yourself.
We've grown up together, and I'm going to miss that.
And a local business is closing after nearly 50 years of creating memories in Tempe.
Cronkite News starts now.
Good evening and welcome to Cronkite News. I'm Katie Burge.
And I'm Eddie Keller. Thanks for joining us.
A federal judge considers penalties against Maricopa County Sheriff Joe Arpaio for the controversial lawman's contempt of court violations. Reporter Joey Carrera was outside the courthouse today, where protesters did their best to send a loud message of their own.
As the hearing went on inside the Sandra Day O'Connor Federal Courthouse, outside protesters were chanting messages of condemnation about Sheriff Joe's treatment of minorities in Maricopa County. Arrest Arpaio, not the people, was the message shouted in Spanish and English as protesters demanded justice for mistreatment. 2 weeks ago, the sheriff was found in civil contempt for disobeying court orders in a racial profiling case, including letting his immigration patrols continue after the judge ordered them stopped. Now it's a question of punishment. We're being told by a reporter in the courtroom that the hearing has ended without any final decisions and will resume June 30th. In the broadcast center, Joey Carrera, Cronkite News.
A lot is at stake for Arpaio at today's contempt of court hearing. The sheriff could face jail time if the judge decides to impose criminal charges. The judge also rejected the sheriff's attempt to keep some of his power. Arpaio will not be allowed to reverse discipline against his deputies stemming from misconduct investigations. So far, much of the hearing is focused on possible compensation for victims of racial profiling.
Well, a health outbreak is making its way around Arizona. State health officials tell us there are now 11 confirmed cases of measles, including here in the valley. Cronkite News reporter Christina Tatro spoke with the Arizona Department of Health Services to find how you can keep from getting sick.
This all started with one inmate at a federal immigration detention center in southern Arizona. And these 11 cases have caused quite the scare because of how contagious it is. Measles is airborne and easily spread with any coughing, sneezing, or direct human contact. And people can be spreading the disease before they even know they're sick. Measles is not commonly seen in the United States or Arizona anymore, so just one case is considered an outbreak. Babies and children, as well as elderly, are the most susceptible. The Department of Public Health says if you think you or someone else has the measles, it's crucial to call your doctor's office before leaving the house.
And so you really need to make sure that you're calling your doctor's office or emergency department, letting them know that you think that you have the measles, and then following up with them to see what they want you to do. They might book you in at the last appointment of the day or have you come through the back door so they can immediately isolate you. But stopping the spread by preventing future exposures is really, really critical.
We're told symptoms appear 4 to 12 days after exposure, but may take up to 21. The symptoms start like your common cold: high fever, runny nose, itchy eyes, and a cough. And after about 4 days, a red raised blotchy rash starts to develop. The Department of Health says they expect to see more cases in the weeks ahead. In the broadcast center, Christina Tatro, Cronkite News.
Health officials have discovered traces of the bubonic plague near Flagstaff from fleas that tested positive for the disease. Officials say the plague was found in prairie dog burrows. Prairie dogs can get the disease if they're bitten by infected fleas. County Health Services Manager Randy Phillips says there's also a risk for household pets and maybe even humans.
If a flea happens to get on a dog or cat and it's brought home, and then it happens to either come off in the house or directly onto a human, it's possible that they could get plague.
Officials discovered the plague around Interstate 40 and Butler Avenue in Flagstaff. There are signs in the infected areas, but you'll still want to avoid prairie dog burrows and keep your pet at your side if you go on any hiking trails. If you were exposed to fleas near this area and have symptoms that include fever, chills, headache, weakness, and muscle pain, contact your doctor immediately.
With temperatures predicted to reach 114 degrees this weekend, forest officials are working to put out several small fires across the state in advance of the heat wave. The hot weather dries out pine needles, grasses, and logs, creating fuel for fires. The 4 major wildfires burning right now are Cowboy, Mormon, Pivot Rock, and Juniper. These fires, located in the Coconino and Tonto National Forest, were all started by lightning. The Juniper fire is largest, scorching more than 6,600 acres near Young, Arizona. Forest officials say the fires are under control.
You may have noticed road crews drilling holes into the ground today along the side of the planned South Mountain Freeway. The hundreds of holes help workers prepare for construction. The Arizona Department of Transportation says the holes are used to assess soil, rocks, and groundwater to ensure sturdy bridges are built. When completed, the South Mountain Freeway will run east and west along Pecos Road. It turns north between 55th and 63rd Avenues and connects with Interstate 10 at both ends. The groundwork won't affect traffic. Once again this year, the number of drunk driving arrests is down in Arizona over the long Memorial Day weekend. The Governor's Office of Highway Safety says 420 people were arrested for DUI from Friday to Monday. That's down from 438 arrests last year. Arrests for extreme DUI dropped sharply to 86 from 145 in 2015. DUI drug arrests were up, though, to 97, compared with 88 last year.
Memorial Day celebrations typically come with flags and bunting and other patriotic symbols, but they don't just appear overnight. Megan Finnerty in our Washington Bureau learned how Arlington National Cemetery prepares for Memorial Day.
Just across the Potomac River is Arlington's National Cemetery, where hundreds of acres are homes to hundreds of thousands of military graves dating back to the Civil War. But for the soldiers who decorate on Memorial Day, those graves mean a lot more. It's just as much about the current day as it is about the history. When Sergeant First Class Jeffrey Callahan helped mark every one of the thousands of graves at Arlington National Cemetery with a flag this weekend, he did it to remember our fallen veterans. But the Glendale native did it to remember his own family too.
4 of my brothers are out here. They're in Section 60. So I'm remembering them this weekend.
For other soldiers in the 3rd U.S. Infantry Regiment, known as the Old Guard, it was about family too.
Everybody who served in the military and stuff, we all consider each other family.
The flags in ceremony is a tradition for the Old Guard. Soldiers walk every row, grave by grave, taking an American flag in their hands and planting it with 1 foot to the stone to measure, until all 624 acres of graves are fluttering with flags.
I don't mind being hot, I don't mind being out here for 4 or 5 hours. I think it's a great thing.
As he goes, Callahan stops at graves and tries to personalize his remembrance.
If I can, what I try to do is just kind of, either take a mental picture, take out my cell phone, and try to see if I can find any information on the person, who we're paying respect to.
But ultimately, the story is the same, honoring those who gave their lives for our country.
I'm thinking about the soldiers from the past who really gave up the ultimate sacrifice, which is their life in battle or whatever their duty was, to lay the foundation for us today to be able to do our jobs.
The Old Guard has been planting flags at Arlington since 1948, and this morning they were out there at 5 a.m. collecting the hundreds of thousands of American flags. In Washington, I'm Megan Finnerty, Cronkite News.
We remember our veterans on Memorial Day, but the students in this Arizona band will also remember the work and effort it took to march in the Memorial Day Parade. The Pride of Nogales was in Washington, D.C. to perform in the Memorial Day Parade yesterday. Nogales High School Marching Band joined bands from all around the country, which took much more than rehearsals, but rather a lot of fundraising. The entire trip had to be financed by them through different ways.
We did donut sales, we did candy sales, we did car washes, we did dances, fun 70s, 80s dance. We asked for donations from community businesses and members.
The students were happy to have gotten what they called a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity and possibly their only chance to visit Washington, D.C. Severe flooding in Texas has damaged homes and devastated communities.
Now the American Red Cross is sending in some local help. Coming up on Cronkite News, how crews from Phoenix and Tucson are providing relief to flood victims.
And police are investigating the circumstances of a young boy who fell into the gorilla habitat at the Cincinnati Zoo. Why some are outraged against the killing of the gorilla.
We are here tonight to explore tough issues.
You've got to have people around you who aren't just laying rose petals in front of your way.
And I kid you not, this is true.
Trust is everything.
This has been so much fun.
It's about reaching people.
There are more players on the world stage. The issues are more complex.
We ask the questions that take us closer to the truth.
What happened and what might happen.
Because that's what we do.
Would you like doing something like I do?
I couldn't do this. I'm not qualified.
I was thinking exactly the same thing.
When I was 12 years old, I was watching Great Performances on PBS. This program with Nureyev came on. Nureyev in a performance of Le Corsaire, and I was amazed and awestruck. I really wanted to do it. I was street dancing at the time, and I never thought of formal dance until I saw Great Performances. I knew that I was really a novice to dance, like high dance. I decided to check out the High School Performing Arts. And so one thing led to the next. Today, as a recognized dancer, I absolutely believe that when I saw the performance, it affected me tremendously. And I know that's what happens when I teach. I'm opening an option for them that they hadn't seen before.
Heavy rain continues to flood areas of Texas. Now teams of American Red Cross workers from Phoenix and Tucson will go to Texas and provide relief to people displaced across the state. Volunteers from the Greater Phoenix chapter flew out to Austin this morning, and a team out of Tucson sent an emergency response vehicle to Houston. The flooding has left at least 6 dead, with rainfall totals ranging from 4 to 30 inches in different areas. The response locally is all part of a larger effort by the Red Cross, including shelter support, mobile kitchens, and supplies. Their help will be important because Texas is expecting more rain through the rest of the week. In some central and southeastern parts of the state, the National Weather Service forecasts 8 to 10 inches and even up to a foot of rain tomorrow through Friday.
More water over in the East Coast, but this time it's hurricane season for the Atlantic. Ahead of tomorrow's official start of the season, President Obama is warning those in the area to prepare for the storms and not to wait around when it comes to disaster weather. The president issued warnings after he received a briefing from federal officials at the FEMA headquarters. With experts expecting a busy hurricane season this year, Obama said that the government is prepared and that the American people should be prepared as well.
You cannot judge the dangerousness of a hurricane based on the fact that in the past it dissipated or it missed you. If your local authorities say that you need to start evacuating, you need to start evacuating and get it done.
Experts expect this to be a busy hurricane season. In the Atlantic, there is a 70% chance we will see 10 to 16 named storms this year.
In Cincinnati, prosecutors are investigating the circumstances surrounding a shooting death of a gorilla at the Cincinnati Zoo. That's after a 4-year-old boy fell into its exhibit. It's unclear if the zoo or the boy's mother will be the focus of the investigation, but the Cincinnati Zoo says they're not looking to place blame on any one person in the situation. However, an international animal protection watchdog group is criticizing the zoo for shooting and killing an endangered animal.
What happened this last weekend made it very clear that the physical barriers at the Cincinnati Zoo are not adequate to keep people out of the enclosures. Obviously, a 3 or 4-year-old child was able to enter the enclosure quickly.
Cincinnati police say that even though the investigation is ongoing, no charges are planned.
Typically, officers earn awards for showing bravery in the face of danger, but a few police departments across the country have begun rewarding officers who have shown restraint. In Philadelphia, more than 40 officers received awards this year for resolving conflicts without using full force. And later this year, the U.S. Justice Department's new Community Policing Awards will recognize officers who prevent tense situations from going out of control.
And one Tempe store is closing the book after nearly 50 years of business.
Coming up on Cronkite News, why the story of a discount bookstore is coming to an end, and if it will reopen in the future.
Oh, plus the start of the swim season. As temperatures rise, Arizonans are looking for ways to cool off. What safety measures you should take before diving in.
When I was 12 years old, I was watching Great Performances on PBS. This program with Nureyev came on. Nureyev in a performance of Le Corsaire, and I was amazed and awestruck. I really wanted to do it. I was street dancing at the time, and I never thought of formal dance until I saw Great Performances. I knew that I was really a novice to dance, like high dance. I decided to check out the high school performing arts, and so one thing led to the next. Today, as a recognized dancer, I absolutely believe that when I saw the performance, it affected me tremendously. And I know that's what happens when I teach. I'm opening an option for them that they hadn't seen before.
This is the real thing. This is where we were born.
One of the amazing things about the history of life on Earth is it keeps learning new tricks.
The animals, plants, no, it gets in your blood.
Everything's interconnected.
We've got to begin to tell a new story. A story about interaction.
It's something that really touches my heart. There's just massive life everywhere. It's just magic.
Pools around the valley welcome the start of summer, opening up over the weekend for the first time. If you're planning on hitting the pools this summer, there's a few things you need to know. It's a familiar sound for Arizonans, marking the start of pool season. The CDC is urging you to be aware of pool safety. A new study says at least 80% of U.S. public pools have one safety violation, with kiddie pools topping that list. The most common issue, pH levels, safety equipment, and disinfectant. Now, officials are not saying you should avoid swimming pools, but check out that pool's inspection report before diving in.
The National Park Service expects record crowds this summer as they kick off their centennial. To avoid problems, the agency may limit the number of visitors in the park each day. Managers are looking into when and how to manage the increased traffic. Others are surveying visitors about their experiences.
For nearly half a century, many Arizona State University students bought their textbooks at a family-owned bookstore in Tempe. Today, it's closing. Cronkite News reporter Zhao Weijia visited the Student Book Center during its final days.
The Student Book Center's owners say they will always remember today because it marks the final chapter for a business that's lasted nearly half a century.
For 49 years, Arizona Sun Devils have stopped at College and University Drive in Tempe to pick up school supplies.
This is actually the first place me and my family came to when we came to tour at ASU.
When she heard the shop was closing,
I'm kind of sad. I wish they were at least going somewhere else.
That's not the plan. So store manager Therese Stogren is discounting everything.
We're closing because we just leased the building and it was sold. So we have to move the end of the month.
30 years ago, Sherry Woodley began shopping here as a freshman at ASU, and she never stopped.
It was a little bit easier to find what you were looking for. And the people were always really nice here.
The Student Book Center is not only a place that you can buy t-shirts or books, but also a place that lots of people have their cherished memories.
Joanne Keller and her husband Francis opened the store in 1967.
It's wonderful to have so many good friends. And everybody that worked here was my friend.
And some are actually family.
I see my cousin every day. That's going to be hard. You know, we've grown up together, and I'm going to miss that.
They may open their shop somewhere else, but so far, there is no plan.
I'm very sad about not being in business longer. I wish we could have stayed, but we can't, so I gotta live with it.
I think it's a shame, but I guess that's progress.
For now, students will have to progress and find a new place to shop and talk.
The Keller family is holding a party right now to celebrate its long-time business. Previous employees attending, along those who are sad to see it go. Jia Huijia, Cronkite News.
He can't drive a car yet, but he sure can swing a racket.
And he's doing more than just playing tennis. Coming up on Cronkite News, how a young tennis star is using his skills to build the next generation of players right here in Arizona.
Heaven knows you're a dreamer. Don't hide it from anyone. Don't hide it from anyone. Would you believe me if I said we are here for a reason now? This is our life. This is what counts. This is for us. I will go anywhere for you.
The true measure of all our actions is how long the good in them lasts.
This is who I am, where I'm from.
If you're on the right side of history, you can accomplish anything.
It's a connection between your present and your past.
Come this way. This is good. This is very good.
We are attempting to fulfill the promise of America.
The stories about who we are shape us.
This chance to go through a time machine.
Good heavenly days.
We should know our history.
It informs, but it doesn't constrict you.
It's a framework to carry out human activity.
The sky is the limit.
It started a long time ago.
For only the third time in the award's 74-year history, a Phoenix-based news operation wins the prestigious Alfred I. DuPont Columbia Award for Excellence in Broadcast Journalism. And this year, that news operation is Cronkite News, the news division of Arizona PBS, honored for its work on the groundbreaking documentary, Hooked, Tracking Heroin's Hold on Arizona. Cronkite News at Arizona PBS, award-winning journalism you can count on from the station you trust.
Chandler resident Josh Shue might not have his driver's license yet, but his young age isn't preventing him from making his mark in the tennis world. Reporter Blair McElroy met with Shue to talk about his tennis movements on and off the court.
I was 6 years old when I started playing. My dad just kind of introduced me to it when he was playing with his friends, just handed me a racket and was like, go have fun.
Now, 10 years after picking up that racket, Basis Chandler sophomore Josh Shu is the second-ranked tennis player in Arizona and 46th ranked in the nation. But in the eyes of one of his biggest supporters, Shu is much more than an athlete.
He can balance both. I was really surprised. He is a straight A student at Basis Chandler, and then also he can go to the practice 3-4 hours every day.
My parents are a big part of this. There's no way that any of this could have happened without them.
After suffering a foot injury back in April, Shu has had to take a break from tennis to rehab. But that isn't going to stop him from bouncing back stronger than ever, as intensity and determination are his strong points.
He's like, as soon as he can, like he's got the boot on, he'll come out and start playing again. Like very determined, I would say. Like he's incredibly intense on the court.
Despite being just a kid himself, Shu is working to cultivate the next generation of tennis players. He is a co-founder of the Junior Tennis Ambassadors Program.
Tennis provides so many life lessons, teach you work ethic, dedication to what you believe in, passion, and I should pass these on to other kids that are younger than me.
Shu may be 2 years from graduation, but has his eyes set on playing D1 tennis. Princeton, Yale, and Stanford are just some of the schools already showing interest. In Chandler, Blair McElroy, Cronkite News.
Cronkite News is proud to be the news division of Arizona PBS. Here's what's coming up on Arizona Horizon and PBS NewsHour.
News here about possible Colorado River water shortages, and Tempe Town Lake is back in business after getting a new metal dam. That's after Cronkite News. I'm John Yang. On the next NewsHour, facing a drop in enrollment, schools in Vermont are forced to merge to survive. That's Tuesday on the PBS NewsHour.
That's it for Cronkite News tonight. Thanks for joining us.
For top Arizona stories anytime, go to cronkitenews.azpbs.org.